ونقص من الأموال والأنفس والثمرات وبشر الصابرين الذين إذا أصابتهم مصيبة قالوا إنا لله وإنا إليه راجعون. وقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم أكثروا ذكر هادم اللذات الموت أو كما قال عليه الصلاة والسلام. اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما صليت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. اللهم بارك على محمد وعلى آل محمد كما باركت على إبراهيم وعلى آل إبراهيم إنك حميد مجيد. أستغفر الله إن الله غفور رحيم. أستغفر الله إن الله غفور رحيم. My respected brothers and elders, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, all praise and hamd Almighty Allah, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given us tawfiq to come to the Salat al-Jum'ah. First of all, we make shukur and thanks to Allah that Allah has created me, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who has given us life, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who keeps us healthy, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who gave everything. We sing Alhamdulillah. Respected brothers and elders, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is our master. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the Khaliq, the power, the Qudra. Inna Allah ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the almighty power. All the power is given to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah created power. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has all the strength and capability to can do everything without our help and need. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is a master. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is a guide. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He has power to forgive us. He, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has, if Allah can punish us, Allah can forgive us. Rahmah, mercy, all belong to Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We need to understand and remember, and we need to know that who we are worshipping, that how much power has Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Sometimes Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala show His power, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can telling, like we can understand how Allah is powerful, how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is, His Qudra, His Quwwah is present everywhere, subhanallah. This is the Allah we need to worship. So sometimes we don't understand, we don't realize, but if you deeply think, if you're ulul albab, if you're really intelligent and think that Allah has created lots of things. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created mountains, Allah created the sky, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the Holy Quran, أَفَلَا يَعْلَمُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can look to the sky. إِلَى الْإِبِلِ كَيْفَ خُلِقَتْ وَإِلَى السَّمَاءِ كَيْفَ رُفِعَتْ. Allah says look to the sky, how Allah raised it. Subhanallah ta'ala. The sky is so big, like it has many pillars. وإلى الأرض كيف فتحت. Look to the earth, how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made it as bed. Firasha, as Allah mentioned in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala made this earth as a habitual. We can live in this earth peacefully. Allah made this earth as a like bed, subhanallah. ومن الجبال كيف نصبت. Look to the mountains, how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the mountains is in the pillars, is like the stable that earth. Allah made so big this mountain, subhanallah. وَالْأَرْضِ كَيْفَ نُصِبَتْ وَإِلَى الْجِبَالِ كَيْفَ نُصِبَتْ. This is the nishal, this is the sign of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Look to the Bahr, look to the ocean. Allah's power, so big the ocean. Who has the power to do such kind of Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Arab Ocean, Indian Ocean? It's not very big ocean. Nobody has power to dig that kind of ocean, subhanallah.
That Allah's qudra, the power belong to Allah. That when we see that Allah's power, when Allah's fruit, grow the fruit, vegetables, it's Allah's human choice. No one has power to make such kind of thing. So but sometimes we don't realize how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives a lot of examples in the Quran. Allah says the fruit which is who grow, Allah grow. When we just put seed in the ground. But who Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is. When we was in our mother womb, how Allah, nobody has power. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, usually, Allah give us all the organs. We just want flesh of meat. And slowly Allah develop our body inside our mother womb. And we finally come to this world. So many ways we can see that Allah's power, Allah's power. But yaqeen and belief has to come in your heart. When we really believe Allah, Allah can do everything. I don't have no power. I don't have no any energy without Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's energy. We need to believe in yaqeen in our heart. Allah can do each and everything without our help and need. Without help and our support. But we do have no any power. When Allah gives the knowledge, we can gain the knowledge. The knowledge people contain all over the world, all the senses, everybody. Allah's knowledge is much, very tiny of knowledge Allah given to the human beings. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's knowledge, you can't even imagine. That's what my respected brother elders. I have recited one of the verses of Surah Al-Baqarah. Allah says, وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِنَ الْخَوْفِ وَالْجُوعِ وَنَقْصٍ مِنَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنفُسِ وَالثَّمَرَاتِ وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ. Allah said, I will test you. When some tests come, we become very panicked. We get confusion. We're scared. Allah mentioned in Surah Al-Baqarah, in the time of the Bani Israel and Musa alayhi salam. When thunders to come, they be scared. And after thunder goes, they become normal. And Azab is to come, Azab of Allah, they be scared. When Azab goes, they don't scared anymore. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala Azab and Allah's punishment will come different shapes, different ways. We will see how Allah will test us. As Allah said, وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ. Of course, I will نَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ. I will test you. How Allah going to test us? Be shaking the house by fear. Allah can create a very scary situation. And we will be scared. وَنَقْصٍ مِنَ الْأَمْوَالِ. Lack of poverty. والثمرات. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created natural disasters, different kind of sickness, illness. People who didn't have nobody who could imagine the effects and fears and created in human beings. Because we are created in the insan khuliqa haluwa, in the insan dha'ifa. We are the weak. Allah is the quwwah. We are very scary. Allah is powerful. We get punished. As a believer, we need to be strong. When we fear Allah, when we listen to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, obey Allah, then Allah will make ease for our life. Today, we are now, maybe all over the world, everybody is pointing, and everybody knows what's happening, the coronavirus. Some of countries like Italy, the Jumu'ah, Salah is closed, all shut down, everything, it's only the masjid, all church, temples, synagogue, everything closed, shut down. All countries locked down because of fear, scared, can affect everyone. It can happen to anyone. China, Iran, South Korea. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala showed His signs This is the scenario. This is the power. We are now in 21st century. Just imagine 1400 years ago, that time was no electricity, no gas, no invention, no computer, no mobile, no anything wasn't that exist that time. And today, the advance of medical science technology is very outstanding. You can't even express the amount of machinery, ultrasonography, everything. There's a lot of machinery, research, billions pounds, dollars, research and technique, and there's invention, huge invention done by scientists. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala power. Allah can cause the fear. And if Allah can harm, there is no power can stop it. We have everything. We have nuclear. We have all the F-16. Just imagine that if the causes coronavirus was causes any human being, that person will be wiped out from in this world. Maybe if any country is that, they will continue wiped out from this planet. But you can't blame it. So Allah needs to remember, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned on the surah, we know Surah Al-Fil. أَلَمْ تَرَ كَيْفَ فَعَلَ رَبُّكَ بِأَصْحَابِ الْفِيلِ. Allah said, look how Allah behaved with the people of the elephant. أَلَمْ يَجْعَلْ كَيْدَهُمْ فِي تَضْلِيلٍ وَأَرْسَلَ عَلَيْهِمْ طَيْرًا أَبَابِيلَ تَرْمِيهِمْ بِحِجَارَةٍ مِّن سِجِّيلٍ فَجَعَلَهُمْ كَعَصْفٍ مَأْكُولٍ. Elephants, the history, most of us, we know the people of who was Yemen, who wanted to destroy the Kaaba, and he came with soldiers, army, with a big elephant, wanted to destroy the Kaaba. How did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And he had a plan. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is his plan. Destroy his plan. Allah demolish him, destroy him. Out. Sayyan Ababi, by little birds, who to throw the stones, and all the soldiers, all the elephants, everything they destroy. Becomes further. This Allah is exists today. The Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who saved Ibrahim alayhi salam, the people of Namrud and his enemies, who set up a big fire to burn alive Ibrahim alayhi salam. Allah told the fire, سلاما على إبراهيم. O fire, قل يا نار كوني بردا وسلاما على إبراهيم. Allah says to the fire, become food and peace for my friend Ibrahim alayhi salam. The Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala exists today. Our sins, our ma'asiyah, we are the opposite way of Allah. Allah testing us. Allah wants to know. We can return to Allah. Allah shows sometimes His signs. Example, look how I am powerful. Invent even the virus vaccination is going to take even 2 years. All the scientists, all the top medical advice specialists are in Turkey, spending billions every country. Some countries 8 billion, some millions, some even trillions. They are investing money for themselves. We will find it one day, solution. But Allah can send even new thousand kind of virus to the people. That can cause fear. A lot of thousand people are even dying without, like the fear causes them. The life becomes strange. But the believer, we need to believe Allah. We believe Allah is our creator, who Allah gives life, who Allah gives death. But things when natural disease comes, it affects everyone. If you know Muhammad Abdul Rahman or Muhammad Abdul Rahim or Muhammad Abdul Khalid, who was way back then, and other people didn't. When the punishment will come, it will take wash away everywhere. That's why we need to say Tawbatan Nasuha. Allah tatubu ila Allah Tawbatan Nasuha. When we do Tawbah, listen to Allah, Allah can forgive us, Allah can clean our sins, myself, everyone. And we need to realize the power of Allah. We need to realize Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, His energy, His power, still exists. It's still capable to do anything. First of all, we need to do dua, all of the things that is. A lot of people get affected. Every single day people die. So we need to for them dua. Because sometimes we say, okay, the disease comes to the person, and he's a very bad person. The person who died by this kind of virus, that kind of disease, they will get the mouth of shaheed, number one. Allah forgives them. But this is a lesson for every one of us. We pray for them, Allah give everyone of them a firdaus. May Allah protect our country, United Kingdom, all the Europe, America, all over the world, all the Muslim world, all the Muslim Ummah. Allah give hidayat and kamila to everyone. We pray for our Muslim brothers, our sisters. We pray for all our children, for everyone. When we say dua, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, this is some of the special dua, every after salah, we should do some dua, ayatul kursi. And some of a'mal we need to do continuously. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will protect us. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will show His mercy, inshaAllah. As soon as this will go, we should just remember Allah, be close to Allah, be obedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah says, الَّذِينَ إِذَا أَصَابَتْهُمْ مُصِيبَةٌ, when musibah comes, قالوا إنا لله, we should say we are for Allah, وإنا إليه راجعون, and we are returned to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No guarantee, maybe tomorrow I can die, you can die, but we need to back to Allah with a good way. May Allah protect us, may Allah save us, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive us. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. Inshallah, but just like some of the guests here, if you can just see the guests, inshallah, and make sure to check the mobiles on the speaker. Jazakumullah khair. And do it for inshallah. Jazakumullah khair.
Please, you start the sunnah on the last row, please. Go in the end, please. Let them please, the other people come in, Jazakallah, please. Before you start the sunnah, please fill the gate, Jazakallah, please. Go in the end, please, Jazakallah, go. Okay.